Last class we studied about adsorption, adsorbate, adsorbent. Then we studied about desorption also. We studied some example for adsorption also. Now let's start today's class with a small activity which we done in the last class. What is this? You know, it's an ordinary blue ink. Suppose if we insert a white chalk inside it, the chalk will become blue in color. From the last class, you know that it is nothing but adsorption. The ink particle get adsorbed only on the surface. The blue colors adsorbed on the surface. Therefore, it is called adsorption. We studied last class. So also we studied that when you break the chalk, inside the chalk, it is white in color. But now just to see that inside, if you see inside, you can see the chalk become wet. The chalk now become wet inside. What happened? Because the solvent particle, that is ink means nothing but blue dye is dissolved in water. Water is the solvent present in blue ink. So the solvent present in the blue ink get inside, move inside the chalk. You know chalk is a solid state. So solid, liquid, gases are called bulk phase. They are called bulk phase. In last class we studied all these things. So inside the solid, that can be called as bulk of the solid, bulk of the phase. Here the ink particle, not the color, only the solvent which move inside. This phenomena is called absorption. See the spelling A B. Last class we studied adsorption A D. Here now we are going to study what is absorption. So absorption means it is actually nothing but moving of a particle inside the phase, inside the bulk of the phase. That is called absorption. Give some example for absorption. Just to say, when you are studying, suppose unfortunately or unknowingly a cup of water or a cup of tea is fell down on your study table. What you will do immediately? You will use a tissue paper and put it on. What happens? The tea particle get inside, move inside the tissue and the space become dry. Instead of tissue, if you are using ordinary note paper, do it as a small activity in your home. The tea particle will only be on the surface of the ordinary note paper. But if you put the tissue paper, the ink particle get absorbed by the tissue particle. The tea particle move inside the tissue particle. But in ordinary paper, it is not move inside, only on the surface. So tea on the surface of the paper is an example for adsorption, which we studied last class. The tea particle move inside the tissue paper is an example for absorption. So another one example, so I will tell from your day-to-day life. Suppose if you are giving a chocolate or a sweet to your brother or sister, the brother or sister having the chocolate in his hand, that is in his surface, that is called adsorption. Suppose if he or she get the chocolate get dissolved inside his body, that is absorption. So from this example, what you can understand? Suppose if that boy or girl having the chocolate on his hand, means if you want, you can take it back. But after eating, after he take it inside, can you take it back? So absorption can easily be removed, can easily be reversed, but absorption we cannot easily reverse it. It is an irreversible process. It is a reversible process. So now we will study what is absorption. This is the definition for absorption. What is the definition? It is the process in which a substance assimilated means move inside the another substance. If a particle move inside the bulk of a phase, can also called bulk of a phase, then it is called absorption. Not adsorption, absorption. For example, one more example I will tell you. Suppose if we put a sponge in a bucket of water, the sponge get inside the water, or the water particle move inside the sponge. So the water particles are absorbed inside the sponge. Can you understand? You have to understand the differences between adsorption and absorption. The spelling AD is called adsorption. AD is absorption. Absorption takes place in the bulk of the phase, whereas adsorption takes place on the surface. We are going to study about the differences between adsorption and absorption. So we studied adsorption means accumulation of molecular species on the surface. Same we studied absorption, assimilation of molecular species into the bulk of the phase. So accumulation of molecular species on the surface is called adsorption. Assimilation of molecular species into the bulk of the phase is called absorption. So from this difference you can understand adsorption is a surface phenomena, whereas absorption is a bulk phenomena. That means adsorption takes place on the surface, whereas absorption takes place in the bulk of the phase. We are going to study about the mechanism of adsorption. So, how the adsorption takes place? For that, let us consider a small beaker containing water. So, water means the water particles are present here and there. Everywhere the water particles are present. So, in all the places, water particles, water molecules are present. Let us consider two particles. One particle which is present inside. The technical term which we are using for inside is bulk of the phase. We are considering a particle which is present inside, that is bulk of the phase. Let us consider another one particle also which is present on the surface. Now let us see what is the difference between these two particles. Particle is the particles which is present in the bulk of the phase is equally surrounded by the similar type of particle in all the sides. Let us consider, just to see here, one particle is present in the bulk of the phase. This This side it having equal type of particle. This side it having equal type of particle. This side it having equal particle. This side it having equal type of particle. All the direction it having is surrounded by equal type of particle. Since equal type of particle is surrounding in all its surrounding area, so the net residual force, the balanced force acting on it is zero. So all the side it is equally absorbed. So there is no unbalanced force is there. But if you see the particle which is on the surface, just see, this is the particle is present on the surface. It has the equal particle this side. This side it has the equal particle. This side it has the equal particle. This side has equal particle. This side it has equal particle. But there is no particle above that. So some force acting on the particle is unbalanced. So the particle which is present on the surface having some unbalanced force. So to equalize, so to nullify the effect of unbalanced force acting on the surface, the surface particle absorb or attract particle from the medium. So the particle gets absorbed on the surface. The particle which is present on the medium gets absorbed. Now listen here, the particle which is present on the bulk of the face is equally surrounded by same type of particle. So there is no residual force is there. But the particle which is present on the bulk having some residual force. So to balance that residual or unbalanced force, it attracts particles from the medium. So this is called absorption. But what happened during absorption? When the surface particle absorb a molecule from the medium, automatically the residual force or the unbalanced force which act on the surface particle get released. That means absorption is always energy releasing process. As per chemistry, the energy releasing process is called exothermic process. That means absorption is an exothermic process. Absorption is an exothermic process, energy releasing process. But all the time, wherever absorption takes place, it is an energy releasing process. That means the heat of absorption, delta H for the absorption is always negative. Heat of absorption is always negative. Don't forget that. Today, what are the things we discussed? We discussed about what is absorption. We studied the definition for absorption. Then we studied about the difference between absorption and absorption. AB, don't forget. Absorption and absorption. Absorption is a surface phenomenon, whereas absorption is a bulk phenomenon. Don't forget that. Then we studied about mechanism of absorption. Then also we studied heat of absorption. So mechanism we studied the surface particle having some unbalanced force. To balance that, to equalize, to minimize the unbalanced force, surface particles are absorbing or attracting particle from the medium. Now we studied along with the mechanism, we studied heat of absorption. That is the heat of absorption. The enthalpy of absorption is always negative because absorption is an exothermic process. Taking a sponge, cotton, pour some ink on the cotton, what happened? So immediately the ink particle get adsorbed on the surface of the cotton. Same time it get inside the cotton also. Do it as a small activity. Take some cotton, pour some ink on it. The ink particle at the same time, simultaneously it get adsorbed as well as absorbed. So if absorption as well as adsorption, if adsorption as well as absorption takes place simultaneously, then that phenomena is called sorption. S-O-R-P-T-I-O-N. Now we study one more definition. What is sorption? What is sorption? If adsorption as well as absorption takes place simultaneously, then that phenomena is called sorption.